Hey there and welcome back to the channel. It's Bryson with Dimes for Dollars here, and in today's hunt we have a lot of silver coins here that we're hoping to add to the albums. Have a bunch of older US coins, some Morgans, some Barber halves, Barber quarters, Barber dimes, and a bunch of other silver coins. We also have some Canadian silver coins, and we have a small little baggie here of Indian head cents. So a lot of nice stuff to go through, and hopefully we can make some new additions and some upgrades. We have all the books that we should hopefully need, and there's a lot of them. But we're going to get this all sorted out by type and denomination, and I'll bring you back with an overview. Up first we have the Canadian coins. I thought we'd just take a moment here to go over them because we have some really nice ones. We have a 1961 Canadian silver dollar, and this is a really nice coin. I almost think it's a proof. You can see just how shiny it is. You can see my hand in the reflection. That is a very nice coin. Same goes for that half. I'm not going to touch it, but I do believe it's going to fill a spot in the book. We also have a 1958 Canadian silver dollar. Another really cool find. We have two silver quarters, a 1954 and a 1947 with the maple leaf. And we got a whole assortment of dimes, some young head portrait, some King George VI, King George V, and we even got a Queen Victoria. Even though it's pretty worn, it's still a really nice old find. I believe the date was 1874 with the H mint mark. So that's super cool. It's really hard to see there. There we go. We also got one damaged 5-cent silver coin, and that one I believe was 1907, although it's in pretty rough shape. Still a really cool find, and I think it's going to fill a spot. But let's just throw the Canadian stuff in and see how far we can get with it. Well, we started off with the 5-cent silver coins, and that 1907 is definitely going to fill a spot. It's not terribly rare, and it is pretty damaged, but I'm definitely happy for it. That's our second coin on this page. Now let's move on to the dimes. We went 3 for 3 with the first book of the Canadian silver dimes, getting a 1964, 1959, and that 1942. Always a good sign. Now let's move on to the older dimes and see if we can do the same there. Well, we're going to go 2 for 3 with the older dime book. We had a 1930 already, and as you can see, they're both in pretty rough shape. But we did get the 1911, which is the first year of the King George V. And we also got that 1874H, which is a really cool find. Seems like it split mintages with the 1875, and it's always a neat little piece of history. Now let's move on to the Canadian quarters and see if we can add these quarters. 1 for 1 on this next book with the 1954. That's going to fill one more spot. It's actually lower mintage compared to the other ones, so that's really cool. On to the next book. Well, the 1947 with the maple leaf is going to fill a spot. However, this 1947 dot is actually a maple leaf as well, so I'm going to have to pop that one out. This one's better, so I'll put that one in, and we'll move on to the halves. Well, here we have the 1961 Canadian half dollar, and as you can see, it's a very nice coin. Very nice reflective fields in it. And let me know if you think that's a proof. It's a really nice coin either way, but I know a lot of Canadian coinage tends to be a little more proof-like than the US stuff I'm used to. So let me know in the comments if you think that's a proof. I'll add it there anyways, and we'll get on to the Indian head cents. Well, we're back now with the Indian head cents, and we got some really nice coins here. We got a really nice 1907 with some really nice detail. You can see it there. You can see a lot of the headband and a lot of detail on the wreath. Same goes for this 1904, which is also a really nice coin, and I bet it's going to upgrade the album. Moving on, we also got a 1892 and 1890. We also got a whole bunch from the 1880s. We got an 1889 in pretty nice shape as well for the age. 1888, 87, 1884, 83 in very nice shape again. It's a really nice coin. We also got a 1882. Looked like it had some acid on it at some point. It's pretty thin and beat up, but it might fill a spot. And we got 1881. Now moving on to the really exciting finds. We got one here, and I took a while with it. I do believe that's going to be a 1873. You can see it just barely there. Looks to be a 3 as that last digit. It's definitely a 7 after the 8. So that's really cool. The one I'm really excited about though is this one. 1872. Now if you don't know why that's rare, I'm going to bring in the red book and we'll take a peek at it. Alright, well here we have the 1872, and ours is the bold N. And in G4 alone, it's a $90 coin. It's one of the more rare Indian head cents out there. So I'm really excited about that. I paid just under $1 for it. So I'm really excited. That'll almost definitely fill a spot as well. And we got one more Indian head cent to go here. Let's just do it now. It's going to be a 1864. That's the oldest one out of the lot. You can just barely see it there. It's all mushy and squished. But I do believe that's going to be 1864. Can't tell if it's the L though in the headband. But that's still a really, really cool find. Really worn. And I bet that might even fill a spot as well. We don't have a whole lot of oldies. So I'll put these ones back and we'll compare it to the album. Alright, well we made a lot of progress today. We got a 1907 that's going to upgrade the 1904, which is definitely going to upgrade that one. We got a new 1890, an upgrader for the 89. We also got a 1888. The 87 is going to upgrade that one. The 84 filled a spot. Same with the 81 and the 1883. Both the 73 and 72 were new additions. And we even got the 1864 a new spot. Can't tell if it's the L though. Let me know if you know any secret ways where I can distinguish an L out of what's really worn here. But either way, I'm really excited about it. Now let's move on to the silver US coins. Alright, I just finished up sorting out all the US silver coinage. We got a lot of silver Washington quarters, some standing liberties, and a whole bunch of barbers. We also got 2 barber halves, some Morgan dollars, and this one over here has some really nice toning going on. We'll take another peek at it later. Also got some really nice Mercury dimes and one 1911 Philadelphia barber dime. Up first we have the Mercury dimes, so let's take a peek at those. Well, here we have the Mercury dimes and the barber dime, and unfortunately none of them are going to fill a spot. I do believe a few of them may have been polished, but let's just go over the dates. We have a 1945 Philadelphia in pretty nice shape. We also got a 1944 with some really nice toning. We got a 43 San Francisco with some really nice toning as well. Let's take a peek at that. And there we go. It's kind of blue. Kind of pretty. Unfortunately, it may have been cleaned at some point, but it has some really nice details. So I'm definitely glad to add that to the collection. We got a 43 Denver as well. 41 San Francisco. We got a 1916 here, and I was really excited for a second. I thought it may have been the Denver mint mark, but I do believe it's just going to be damage. And of course we got that 1911 barber dime as well. Unfortunately not going to upgrade, but still a nice old find. Now let's move on to the silver quarters and see what we got there. Well, we're back now with the newest of the 2 silver quarter books. This one goes from 1946 to 1959. And we got a few nice upgrades here. We have a 1954 from Philadelphia, and this is a really nice coin. You can see it's pretty much mint state. That was a really exciting find. Anyways, that's going to upgrade. Same goes for this 53 San Francisco with some really nice details. We may have found a proof as well, 1959 here. And you can see it has some really suspect deep reflective fields in it. And the quarter is really thick as well. Not sure though, but it is a Philadelphia. We also got a 1951 San Francisco, but that one's not going to upgrade. We had a really nice one in there as well. And same goes for this 47S, which is also a really nice coin. However, we did get those two nice upgrades. I'll swap those two out, and we'll move on to the older book. We're back with the older of the two Washington books here, and we got a lot of nice upgrades. I'm really excited. We got a 44 San Francisco and a 45 Philadelphia, which are both going to upgrade. Same goes for this 44 Philadelphia, 43 Denver, 42 Denver, and I'm really excited about this one. This is a 1941 San Francisco, and that is a really nice coin. Really nice details on it, so I'm really excited to swap it out with that one. Moving on to this page, we have a 1941 Denver in really nice shape as well, and a 1941 Philadelphia, 1940 Philadelphia, a 39 Denver, a 38 San Francisco in pretty nice shape, 36 Philadelphia, and a 36 Denver, slightly better date. Really excited about my finds on this page. I definitely think someone cashed in a collection. You can see a lot of them have this green color to them, maybe PVC damage, but either way, they're definitely going to upgrade the ones I have. So I'm really excited about that. But anyways, let's move on to these older coins, the Standing Liberties and the Barber Quarters, and see if we have any better dates there. Well, we're back with our Standing Liberty Quarters, and unfortunately none of them are going to upgrade. And we have a few dateless ones. We have a Philadelphia one here, and a Denver one here. But besides that, we got a lot of dated ones. We got some 25 Philadelphias, sort of rainbow tone 26 Philadelphia, 1928 Philadelphia, and 228 San Franciscos. None of them are in terribly great shape, but we did get some dates, which is always nice. Let's move on to the Barber Quarters. We're back now with the Barber Quarters. We're on the first page, and we got 4 new additions. I'm really excited about one of them. We got an 1893 Philadelphia, 1894 San Francisco in pretty polished shape. We got a 1898 New Orleans, which is a better coin. But the one I'm really excited about is we actually got an 1897 San Francisco. That is actually a really rare coin. Just over 500,000 minted. I never thought I'd actually find this one in a junk silver bin, but I'm really excited about this. You can see there's an S below the tail feathers there, and that is a really nice coin. Let's look at it at the red book here. Pulled it out, and a 1897 S, only 542,000 minted, and G4 puts it at $110. So it's definitely more valuable than what I paid for it, so I'm really excited about that. Well, let's move on to the second page now and see what we can add there. Page number 2 is going to have 6 new additions and one really rare find again. We got a 1898 S, 1899 New Orleans, 1899 S, which is the other rare one. We'll get right back to it in a minute. We have a 1900 S. We actually have 2, but this one's far better. And you can see the details in the back actually, so that's really exciting. That's my first one with actual details. It's also going to fill a spot. We also got a 1903 Philadelphia and a 1904 O, which is also a slightly better date. Let's get back to this 1899 S. Looking again at Red Book, and the 1899 S up there, G4, it's a $28 coin. Score again, and the mintage is only 708,000. So another rarer coin. Not a key date by any means, but it's definitely one that I've been looking out for, hoping to add, and I finally got to add it. So really excited about that. I'll push all these guys in and move on to the next page. Well, for page number 3, we got 3 new additions. Well, one's technically an upgrade. We got a 1905 S, which is going to upgrade this one. But we got a 1906 Denver, which is going to fill a spot there. and a 1911 Philadelphia, which we still had open, so that's going to fill a spot there. We got one new addition for the next page, I already checked. 1915 Denver. So I'll push these guys in and we'll move on to the next one. Well, to finish off what's been an epic Barber quarter score, we got one more for the book, that 1915 Denver. So that's going to wrap it up, and I'm really excited. We got some really nice coins this time. Up next, we got some nice old finds, some Morgan dollars, and some Barber halves. Well, conveniently enough for us, both of these Barber halves are going to be on the same page. We got a 1905 S and a 1903 O, and neither are very rare, but they're still nice old finds, and they're both hole fillers, so that's going to put us 2 steps closer to filling out this album. We still have a lot of holes left to go, so the journey's just begun. But for now, we got 2 more spots filled. So let's move on to the Morgan dollars. The first of 2 Morgan dollar editions is going to be this 1880 San Francisco. And with 8.9 million minted, it's not necessarily rare, but it is a nice older find in the book that needs a lot of new additions still. So I'm definitely glad to add it here. It has some nice toning on the reverse as well, right around the rim. So I'll add that one there. And we have 1 coin left to go. Well, our last coin's actually going to be an upgrader from the one we had previously. We have an 1885 here, and you can see this one's in much better shape, plus it has some nice toning to it. May have been cleaned at some point, but it has some better details, I'd say. So you can see the toning right around the rim as well. Again, it may have been cleaned in the middle, but that's still in better shape details wise. So I'll swap that one out, and that's going to do it for this hunt. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel grow and helps me provide more videos like this in the future. And I will see you in the next hunt. Well, our last coin of the hunt's actually going to be an upgrade. We have an 1885 Philadelphia here, and our new edition is also 1885. And as you can see, this one's in a little bit better shape. They're about the same details wise. I believe they've both been cleaned as well. But this one just has a lot better toning on the edge. It looks really nice. Kind of rainbow toned. And overall it's just much more appealing. So I'm going to swap those 2 out, and that's going to be our last upgrade. But anyways, that's going to do it for this hunt. I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow a lot and helps me provide more videos like this in the future. But until next time, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.